jump, jump, jump. Tired of running to the bank. Time after another. Stealing money from his wife just to roll the dice. When will he discover? In the end, somebody's gotta lose. It's either him or his family. Which one will he choose? Through the eyes of a wounded child. All alone and running wild. Will he figure out? He just needs a little help. Help. Ooh, help. Help. Will he figure out? He just needs a little help.
That's what I'm talking about. Great.
Thank you.
The late Dorothy Height founded and headed the National Council of Negro Women for many years. Her vision was for dynamic women who are strong community leaders to continue that tradition. Mae Davis is the president of the East Bay chapter. Carol Curtis is the president of the East Oakland Hayward chapter. Welcome to you both, and I should say, in the interest of full disclosure, Mae and I have known each other for many years, are friends, and I also was honored by NCNW. So thank you very much for that.
And
some
thank
years
you for
back.
the invite. Thank you.
Yes. Would you explain exactly how your program works? Because you do so much in the community.
National Council of Negro Women is basically a membership organization, volunteer organization. It was founded initially by Dr. McLeod Bethune in 1935, when a group of women collectively came together and decided that there is a need for women to come together as a networking advocacy and provide advocacy for the community and families.
Yes, and thank you for that correction, because Dorothy Height was the leader for so many years, but McLeod Bethune did found that. Carol, in the organization, since you've been involved, how has it benefited you personally? What have you found rewarding?
The leadership of the women, the ability to work together and make a difference in our communities, outreach programs that help people who don't have a voice sometimes and don't know where to get help, and we make ourselves available to the homeless shelters, Thanksgiving turkey giveaways, different types of outreach to our community for the betterment of our community and our families.
Yes, and every September you have the backpacks and all for schools. So it's really at every level, just saying we're here for the community and we are supporting you in the vision of doing things better and meeting those needs.
The whole objective, Janice, is to basically to be a resource. And with the Linda Hand Foundation Backpack Program, we support them by actually providing backpacks filled with needy supplies to be given to needy children. BOSS, Building Opportunities for Self-Sufficiency Program in Berkeley, specifically supports needy families, children, single moms with clothing, toiletry items, food. We are there for them to provide assistance in those needed areas.
You know, we're talking about nurturing today, and I know many times, especially as women, we do a lot for others, but then there's the self-neglect. Is there something built into any of these programs as you're reaching out in terms of the sisterhood that helps you help each other too?
Mayola has, I'm a new president, I was elected in September, and she has been a wonderful coach and support and encourager. So I'm pleased with that, and hope we go further in our relationship, because I have another year to go.
So how long are the terms normally?
2 years.
2 years. And I know that you've served several terms
I am
at this point.
now on my 3rd year.
But it's one of the organizations, because in attending the events and having people come together, you definitely see how the vision is for community empowerment, but also coming together with that historical perspective is something that is really wonderful. These days it seems like we've lost a lot of what especially was part of the civil rights movement and moving forward, but that's one of the things that you focus upon.
Well, the idea is to also we have over 240 sections nationwide, And the objective is for those sections to collaboratively come together and build on programs that we do across the country. And also the objective is on a local level is to develop and be mentors for some of the younger ladies so that they can carry on what we will at some point not be able to. So we're to develop them and prepare them for to kind of carrying the torch, so to speak.
Yes, and that's been our theme for the show today, too, in terms of mentoring. You heard from a young lady earlier, then we heard from a young man in terms of music. When you look at the challenges that young ladies today face, what do you, Carol, consider some of the most important things that you can share with them to help them navigate toward a successful future?
I really think that the passing on of history, our history, we as a people, sure, things have changed for these children, but they also need to know that they had a basic foundation, and that at some point they need to rely on those basics even to go further. You know, and the school system, because of the budgets and all the cuts and stuff, may not be as supportive as it should be. So our organization also went into the schools, 3 schools this last year, and actually gave the teachers supplies for the schools.
Excellent.
So that's our thing, is to be a resource.
Right, because we hear so many times about teachers spending their own money on limited salaries just to make that happen so that students can remain engaged and focused in school. And I think mentioning the history is so important, because when a lot of young people start to understand who died for them, who put their lives on the line for the rights that are here now, even this opportunity for us to talk as we're talking came because of that, then it makes a difference in terms of that sense of empowerment and, as we were hearing earlier, being unstoppable.
Absolutely. I think also, in addition to that, a lot of the history and understanding of why we do what we do. You know, everybody today, there are focus on a lot of organizations, 100 Black men, 100 Black women, and a lot of organizations are doing wonderful things. And we have actually affiliations with those organizations. They are actually affiliates.
So you're not competing?
We're not competing. And so the whole objective is for us all to come together and understand from a historical perspective is Dr. McLeod Bethune and Dr. Dorothy Height led the way for a lot of those organizations. And so it's all more of a reason for us to be supportive and do the things that we need to do. There is power in numbers, as they say. And so I look forward to developing those relationships.
Yes, and you strengthen them very well. Someone who was right in that seat a little while ago is going to be performing at an event. We have all of the details about the date and everything coming up, but Lawrence Beeman from America's Got Talent is going to be at your fundraiser, and you also, and who is your MC?
Yes, on October 1st, we have Miranda Wilson, who would be the MC for that event. We have Tyranny Chamberlain, who will be flying out from Wisconsin. She was the second finalist in Americans Got Talent event a couple of years ago. Lawrence Beeman will be our guest performer. So we're all very excited. A lot of talent.
And as I said, we will have the details on the screen as well. You do incredible work, and it makes a big difference. And when you see the delight of the students who benefit from what you've done every year, it's just heartwarming.
Yeah, so. Thank you, Janice. And let me just say also, we will be participating, National Council of Negro Women will be participating in Black Expo at the Coliseum.
Okay, well, and we have those dates as well that we have on there, so that's great. So we'll see you throughout the community doing lots of good things throughout the year.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, thank you both so much for being here. Thank you for the work that you're doing. And if you'd like to contact the NCNW, the information is on our screen right there, also on our website at bayareavista.com. And that's our show. I'm Janice Edwards. Thank you for all that you do to make our Bay Area the great place that it is. Please join us again next time. We look forward to seeing you then.
Bay Area Conklin Brothers of San Mateo has provided in-studio flooring for Bay Area Vista. Conklin Brothers' motto is, "You can count on us."